Hello friends, today we discuss about barriers of communication. There are several factors of barriers of communication which are physiological barrier, environmental barrier, psychological barrier, social barrier, cultural barrier, semantic barrier, organizational barrier, communication process related barrier. Let's see one by one. First one, physiological barrier. Physiological barriers are poor sensory perception, discomfort due to illness, lack of attention, poor retention due to memory problem, hearing problem, poor listening skill, information overload, gender physiological differences. These are physiological barriers. Next, environmental barrier. Loud background noise, poor lighting, uncomfortable sitting, unhygienic surrounding and bad odor, very hot or cold room, distance. These are environmental barriers. Third, psychological barrier. Misperception and misunderstanding, distrust and unhappy emotions, emotional disturbance such as anger, jealousy, prejudice and resentences, psychotic or neurotic illnesses, and worry and emotional disturbance, fear, anxiety, and confused thinking. These are psychological barrier. Fourth one, social barrier. Differences in social norms, values, behavior, social taboos, different social strata. These are social barriers. Fifth one, cultural barriers. Ethnic, religious, and cultural differences, cultural tradition, values, behavior. These are cultural behaviors. Sixth one, semantic barriers. Language barriers, language jargons, fault language translation, individual differences in expression and perception, past experiences of an individual, failure to listen. These are semantic barriers of communications. Seventh, organizational barrier. Organizational policy, rules and regulations, technical failure, time pressure, size of organization, complexity of organizational structure due to the hierarchy. These are organizational barriers of communication. Eighth one, communication process related to barriers are unclear and conflicting messages, stereotypical approach, inappropriate channels, lack of or poor feedback. These are communication process related to the barriers.